Past paper questions on the higher paper on simultaneous equations. Question number 1. Solve the simultaneous equation which we've got here. Let's zoom in so we can have a look. Okay, what you've got to do is get either your x's or the y's the same. I've chosen to get my x's the same, and I've done that by multiplying the top one by 2 and the bottom one by 3. So 3x times 2 is 6x, 2y times 2 is 4y, and 8 times 2 is 16. And the bottom one, 2x times 3 is 6x, 5y times 3 is 15y, and minus 2 times 3 is minus 6. I want to get rid of this, I want to get rid of these x's, so I'm going to subtract. So I could just take away, and I'll end up with this. What I did though on this one, because I don't like having a negative 11y, is I flipped these the other way up. So if you move over here, I've actually put that one on top. So let's just move to this one a moment. I'll zoom out so you can see both, because both will work. So I've subtracted, so I've done 15 take away 4, which is 11y, and minus 6 take away 16, which is minus 22. So divide both sides by 11. Y equals minus 2, which is what I've got in one of my answers. Then you need to plug minus 2 back into it. So I can put minus 2 on the top one here, say. 2 lots of minus 2 is minus 4. So what number add minus 4 is 8, or 12 add minus 4 is 8, and 3 times what is 12? 3 times 4 is 12. So there's your 4 marks for that one. Question number 2, solve these simultaneous equations. Very similar, and I'll just zoom in, there's all my workings there. I've got the y's the same here, so multiply the top by 3 and the bottom one by 2, there you go. Because I've got a positive 6y and a negative 6y, you need to add them to get them to equal 0, so I've added both of them, and I get 26x equals 13, so x is equal to a half. If you plug that back in, to the formula, you get 4 lots of a half, which is 2. So that is actually 2. So 2 take away what will give you 2 take away what number will give you 11? Well, is that 2 take away minus 9 will give you 11. So 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. So that's your answers are a half and minus 3. Question number 3. Next one. For this one, because they're quadratics, you've got to use the substitution method, and I'll take you through it step by step by step. Y is equal, y squared, is equal to 3x add 1 times itself. So 3x add 1 times itself, there we go. So y squared is that, because I multiplied them out. Substitute this into the one on top. So x squared add, now y squared, don't forget, is 9x squared, add 6x, add 1, equals 5, like it does at the top. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides, and we're going to tidy it up, simplify it as well. So x squared add 9x squared is 10x squared, add 6x, and we're taking 5 off, so minus 4 equals 0. Factorise that, you'll get that, equals 0. So for this statement to be true, one of the brackets must equal 0, so x must be minus 1, or that must be 4. So 10 times what is 4? 10 times 0.4 is 4. So we've got x is minus 1 or 0.4. If you plug those into the formulas at the top, you'll get, so y is 2 or 2.2. 6 marks for that, quite tricky A-star level question. Question 4, solve the simultaneous equations. Quite a nice one this, because they are both the same, you just need to subtract. So you've got 4x take away 4x is 0, y take away minus 3y is 4y. Look at what I've done here, 2 negatives make positive, and you've got minus 1 add take away 7, so it gives you minus 8. So minus 4y equals minus 8, so y is minus 2, and from that you can work out that x is 1/4. So that is the answer to that one, question 4. Question number 5, moving quickly on. On the diagram, you've got a couple of graphs. Let's have a look. You've got y equals a half x, add 2, so that's that one there, and 2y add 3x equals 12, which is that one there. Use the diagram to solve the simultaneous equation. You want the points where the graphs cross. So x is 2 and y is 3. So x is 2 and y is 3, because you want that point there. The bottom bit, find an equation of the straight line of the straight line which is parallel to the line y equals a half x add 2 and passes through the point 0, 4. Don't forget your something called y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient and c is the y-intercept. And they want, so a half is the gradient, so that's fine, and c is the y-intercept. So at the moment it's plus 2, but you want it to be, you want it to pass the y through the y-axis at 4, so change that to plus 4. So y equals a half x, add 4 is your answer. Question number 6, solve the simultaneous equation. I've got my y's the same, and then I have added them together, and then I've ended up with 26x equals 13. So 26 times a half is 13, so x equals a half. And if you plug that into your formula, you'll get y equals minus 3 as your other answer. Question number 7. Solve the simultaneous equations. I've got the y's the same by multiplying the top one by 3. Then I've added. That will cancel the y, so I'm left with 14x equals 49. So x equals 3.5, and plug that in at the top, and you'll get y equals minus 4. And those are your questions on simultaneous equations.